Hey everyone, it's Greg and it's Unbreakable, the podcast. And it is Wednesday, hump day, December the 13th. So here we are. I got Christmas is just around the corner. We are 12 days away from Christmas already. Jesus, where is time going? I gotta tell you, yesterday went to the doctor. I told you I was going down Philadelphia. Made the drive down there. Nice drive down the short kill expressway. And we got down to Philly right in time, no traffic problem. The weather was nice. Got into the medical building down at Penn. Went to check in, but guess what? We were there on the wrong day. Ah, it happens. Shit happens. So, but it wasn't a wasted day because we went to PetSmart and got the dogs some Christmas presents, including a new bed for Katie. It's so nice and plush. It feels like cashmere. It's perfect for the princess. And I mean, it's so nice. I could sleep in, which I probably could. I probably could fit in a little belt. Anyway, so that wasn't wasted. And then we cashed in on Chick-fil-A nuggets and the nuggies from the Sixers game. Thank you, Washington Wizards. Thank you for second. And we got our chicken nuggets. So it wasn't a bad day. Barry Manilow, I gotta tell you. I was a fan of the back in the day. Yes, I did it. I was a fan of them. And I'm proud of it. Just like Taylor Swift, who she has her Swifties. Uh, yeah, I was a fan. And back in the 70s, uh, I liked his music. I think he still is a great songwriter, underrated songwriter. Alexa, stop. The thing is with her, you ask her to play one freaking song, she plays 19,000. They don't make robots like this. Anyway, so Gary I grew up with him kind of, and I just like this music. And he was writing things that related to cities. And I became a fan. I had a lot of nice friends who were fans. And, went to all the concerts. Every time that he came around in Philadelphia, we would go to see the show. So I've seen like the first standalone show I saw was in 1980. It's 43 ago. And I saw him just about every year. It was a tour. But then, it was like a 20-year gap between 2001 and just last year or so. So, but I think he's still a great performer. What I liked about him was the passion. Always had a lot of passion that he brought on stage. On stage, he didn't do things half-assed. He was the game. Everybody the game was back in those days. It was like a 2-hour, 2.5-hour show. It was almost like watching Broadway play. So it's torture. It was a lot of fun. Anyway, so back around 1987-ish, 88-ish, he put out a book. And I got it with him. And it was called Sweet Life Adventures on the Way to Paradise. The first stop on his book tour was Cherry Hill, New Jersey, right over the river from Philadelphia. And we were there, me and some good friends of mine, Vicky and Chris, we camped out and overnight in a parking lot on a Sunday night. in October. It was a lot of fun though. And I was the first person I was to meet Barry Manilow. Not only at Cherry Hill, but since that was the first stop of his tour, we were the first people to meet him on the whole book tour. So we was the book and everything, and he signed it. It's hard to read right now because this is 43 years, but it's red. He spelled it with two G. That's okay. All best. Now, why he wrote on the cover, I don't know. It's usually Peter was the back cover. Usually the owner people read books, signed it inside, and the inside cover or whatever. And who knows? But it was a kick meeting that I read it twice, and it was very nice. And it was a kick meeting. And I've always been a fan. I went to Las Vegas to see him. He set up residency up, and because he doesn't like to tour and long tours. Why I'm telling you this is because he had a Christmas special on Monday night, and I watched it last time, tape it, didn't watch it Monday. And it brought back a lot of memories, a lot of good memories, because it was an hour long of me to see. I saw a lot of his Christmas shows live, especially when he played in Atlantic City. We used to go to Atlantic City almost every year. And so it brought back a lot of memories, a lot of bits that he used during the past. He brought, it was sort of like a meatloaf of shows where he put this bit in, where he sings with himself, like back in, he's got this video of his first TV appearance in 1974 on the Midnight Special. Remember the Midnight Special? And he's got that playing on the big screen as he sings live with himself. Like this. And it's pretty cool. So why I bring it up is it brought back a lot of memories for me of all the great tours and all the great friends I knew and all the fun I had. But it also showed me, I was a little startled that he is so funny. He's 80 years old. In a way, it was a little sad because, I remember Manilow in his 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, and when he was a lot more robust and able to move around. But then I thought, you know what? I should be sad. I should be happy because he's still kicking, he's still making music, and he's still on stage. Maybe his voice isn't as strong as it used to be, but he's still there and he's still giving it his all. Like we said, he's always had this passion that exuded off the stage into the crowd, and he still has that. And it's surprising how many young people this TV tape. And maybe he's like, like we talk about the Beatles, every generation, new people discover the Beatles and the music. And that's why they'll live forever. The music will live forever. Well, I think that's really Barry Manilow. I don't think he's going to be, even though he's a star, I don't think he will be fully appreciated, sadly, until he's no longer with us. Then people will discover his music again and say, no, he wasn't so bad after all. Sometimes a little schmaltzy, yes, but overall, he was a good entertainer, good performer, excellent song. So in one way, watching that special last night was a little bittersweet for me, but in another way, it brought back a lot of good memories. And when Jimmy Buffett died around Labor Day in September, I discovered his music, and I really like his music. And I was sad that I didn't discover his music sooner. And, you know, how many years went by, and I didn't know. I didn't know how great he was. Well, now I can look back and say, I did experience a lifetime with that. So, I appreciate that. So, thank you, Larry, for listening and watching me. Thank you for loving music. And I hope he goes on. And, I got to tell you about another musical story before we talk about Eagles. My friend William, who is an extra single man down in man, beautiful man. Hello, Lynn. She posted something on Twitter about Prince. Prince was interviewed in 1999 by the one and only Larry King. I miss Larry King. I wish we could find another Larry King in this week who knows everybody. Larry King knew everybody. He could get anybody on the show, the president, the celebrities, all kinds of people. I wish we had another Larry King. So, but Larry King did his own, the work wasn't it. And I get a chance to Google looking at why, because you're going to learn a lot more of the quotes. I do. I always thought Prince as musical genius, one of the greatest musicians of our generation. And this guy could run note sides and play the guitar, was one of the greatest ever. Check out the notes. Okay, let's again, we find a lot of conditioning. It was amazing. What I'm doing, he always came off as this kind of a smug, arrogant guy. He didn't like to talk and do them. But when he had this interview with Larry King in 1999, and they talked about his song in 1999 and how he would never do that song again after the year 1921. And they talked about his Purple Rain days back in the 80s. And such great music. Well, what I learned about Prince was it's just, other than his music, he was a brilliant guy. Very soft-spoken, very thoughtful, a very, very charming guy. And kind of surprised me, this interview. I wish Prince would have done more interviews like that in his time, because I think people would have gotten to know him better and would have gotten to find even closer to him. It's a shame that he died. But from what I understand, he actually had, now listen to this, he actually had like a bank vault, a vault that they have like in a bank under his house, Paisley Park in Minnesota. And in that vault is countless tapes of music, videos. It's estimated that Prince made, he was so into music when we didn't know it. He's got about 50 albums that we haven't known yet. And he apparently has videos to a lot of these songs we haven't heard yet. So he was constantly working. He was constantly in the music. And Prince did everything, played all the instruments. He could play any instrument. He performed arranged the music, wrote the music. He produced the music. He did everything. So when he wasn't touring, and we didn't hear from Prince in years and years, little did we know he was recording a bunch of songs that hopefully we'll hear someday. So just a fascinating guy. So if you get a chance, Google the interview, Prince with Larry King, 1999. You won't be sorry. So before I go, Eagles, even though I'm wearing the Phillies gear today, you know what? I'm beyond that cowboy thing. I'm not even thinking about it. It's gone. You can't get it back. Why lament about it? Why beat yourself up about it? It's gone, right? The only thing I would say about that is in the future, it may be a good idea for the Eagles, Nick Sirianni, if you win the opening coin toss, take the ball. Why not? Take the ball and see if you can get ahead for a change. Take the ball and go down and get some points. Put the other team on their heels for a change. It seems like the Eagles are always playing from behind, especially in the first half, and then you have to catch up in the second half. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. I get it why these coaches do that. Even if they win the coin toss, they defer so that they get the ball first in the second half, thinking that at the end of the first half, they may have the ball and score 2 times in a row. Sometimes you have to think out of the box, especially if your team is having trouble scoring. It's kind of ridiculous Sunday night to give the Cowboys the ball first. Cowboys are home, they're hot, and you're giving them the ball and letting them go down and score a touchdown and get ahead of you. So their crowd gets into it. You're behind again. And it just makes sense. When I saw the Eagles kicking off, I thought, take the ball and try something different. Think out of the box for the change. Don't be this robot coach, right? Back in the day, when I was up, if you won the coin toss, always took the ball. You always took the ball. Very rarely would I see the coach defer. Now it's swung the other way. Analytics, which analytics suck. I think it's swung the other way too far. I think it depends on the situation. It depends on the game. You should have thought about it when you said, if we win the coin toss, we're going to defer the ball. No, I think you should think about it, especially in this situation. If your offense is having trouble scoring, maybe you ought to think about taking the ball first. I'll just say. We're going to talk more about the Seattle game coming up on Monday. We have a lot of time. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Monday morning. All I got to say for now is I don't have a good feeling about this game. And why don't I have a good feeling about this game? Well, I don't like the fact that the Eagles have to travel across the country. I don't like the fact that Seattle is 20-7 as a home underdog since 2009. Seattle has a very, very raucous, loud crowd up there. They're not known as the 12th man for nothing. Sure, Seattle doesn't have the same players as they did in the past, but I just have this bad feeling. The Eagles just are not playing well. And for them to go on the road as 4-point favorites, I don't know. I may be wrong, and maybe I'll change my mind by Monday. But I just don't like this. I don't have a good feeling with this game. And I know the Eagles need this game to stay ahead of the 49ers. and stay ahead of the Cowboys in the division. They really need this game before they play the Giants and the Cardinals and the Giants again at the end of the season. I know the Seahawks aren't a bed of roses. I know they're not a very good team, but are the Eagles a very good team right now, despite their 10-3 record? They're not playing. Well, we'll talk more about it as the week goes on. That's just I just don't have a good feeling about this game. But maybe things will turn. Sixers play tonight. They're playing the Pistons in Detroit. The Pistons have lost 20 games in a row. Sixers do not lose tonight. Do not lose to a team that has lost 20 games in a row. Don't do it, Sixers. Don't even think about it, okay? Anyway, that's about it. So, I am going to have a good day. I hope you have a good day too. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. My friends Katie and Bud are somewhere around the house. They'll be back hopefully tomorrow and join me and join you as we share in another Unbreakable podcast together. You guys have a good day. Put on some Barry Manilow or some Prince music today and enjoy it. Take care for now. God bless. See you soon. Bye-bye.